Hello everyone, I am Piyush Kumar Sahu from IT branch at NIT Raipur. This project is a self-introspection video under communication skill-based project. This video is made with expert guidance of Dr. Anup Kumar Tiwari Sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. So let's start this video without any further delay.
Question number 1. Am I using my time wisely? I try to use my time in ways that align with what truly means to me growth, connection, and well being. Some days I'm intentional or focused, other days I drift into distractions or routines that don't serve me. Using my time wisely isn't about constant productivity, but about choosing activities that support my goals, values, and peace of mind. I'm learning to check in with myself more often, set priorities consciously, and let go of time wasters that pull me away from the life I want to build. So, question number 2. Am I taking anything for granted? Yes, like many people, I sometimes overlook the stability, relationships, and daily comforts that quietly support me. It's easy to get used to things going a certain way and forward they aren't guaranteed. I am working on practicing gratitude more intentionally, acknowledging the people who show up for me, the opportunities I have, and even the simple routines that make life smoother. The more awareness bring to this, the more grounded and appreciative I feel. Question number 3. Am I employing a healthy perspective? I try to, but I am aware that my perspective can narrow when I am stressed or overwhelmed. A healthy perspective means stepping back, seeing the bigger picture, and not letting temporary emotion dictate permanent conclusions. I remind myself that setbacks aren't failures, other people's actions aren't always about me, and growth usually involves discomfort. When I widen my viewpoint, I respond more wisely and with more patience toward myself and others. Is, am I living too true to myself? So I am doing my best, but it's an ongoing process. Living true to myself means honoring my values even when it's inconvenient, setting boundaries and choosing paths that reflect who I am, not who others expect me to be. I'm learning to listen to my intuitions more, speak up when something matters, and let go of habits or relationships that pull me away from authenticity. Each day, I get a little closer to living in a way that feels honest and aligned. Question number 5. Am I waking up in the morning ready to take on the day? Not always, but I am trying to create mornings that feel more intentional and energizing. When I get enough rest, I have a sense of purpose and start my day with small grounding rituals like having a tea, opening my eyes, showing gratitude to the universe. I feel more ready and motivated. On tougher mornings, I remind myself that readiness doesn't mean excitement. Can simply mean being willing to take the next step. Building routines that support my physical and emotional energy, which help me approaching each day with more clarity. 6. Am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? Sometimes I do. I won't lie. At night, my mind tends to replay the day or worry about what's ahead. I'm learning that this habit drains my energy and affects my sleep. Lately, I have been practicing winding down intentionally journaling, slowing my breathing, and shifting my attention toward gratitude or something calming. I don't aim for perfection, just awareness. When I guide my mind gently toward peace rather than pressure, I rest more deeply and wake up with more clarity. Question number 5. Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? I try to, but I know relationship need continuous nurturing. Sometimes I get caught up in my own responsibilities and forget to reach out, check in, or show appreciation. I'm realizing that meaningful connection don't have an autopilot. They need presence, communication, and small act of care. I want to be more intentional about listening, expressing gratitude, and showing the people I care about that they matter. Strengthening relationship is an investment in my own happiness too. Question number 8. Am I taking care of myself physically? Huh, I am making progress. Though I could be more consistent, physical self care means more than exercise. It includes sleep, nutrition, hydration, and listening to my body's signal. When I take care of myself, I feel more grounded and emotionally stable. I'm working on building a healthier routine that feels sustainable rather than extreme. Small choices, walking more, eating mindfully, resting when I'm tired, make a real difference. And I'm learning to treat my body with more respect and kindness. Question number 9. Am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? At times, yes. I tend to overthink situation I can't change, which only increases anxiety. I am learning that stress often comes from the illusion of control, not the situation itself. When I focus on what I can influence, my actions, mindset, and boundaries, I feel more empowered. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting reality and redirecting my energy wisely. The more I practice this, the more peaceful and resilient I become. So, question number 10. Am I achieving the goals that I have set for myself? I'm making progress, but not always at the pace I imagine. Some goals move forward steadily, others shall when life gets busy, or I lose focus. What matters is that I stay committed, adjust when needed, and keep taking small steps. I'm learning to celebrate progress instead of perfection. Reviewing and refining my goals help me to stay aligned with what truly matters. And in sorts, I am moving in a direction that feels meaningful and authentic. Question number 11. Have I made someone smile today? It is a beautiful question that have been asked. I try. I try to make someone smile each day, even through something small, a quick message, a compliment, or a simple act of kindness. Some days are more intentional than others, but I have noticed that creating moments of warmth doesn't require much effort, just awareness. Like making someone smile isn't that much complicated. Just give a compliment, they will smile, you will smile, and both will be happy. When I uplift and strengthen my connection to be people around me, even if I haven't done it yet today, I can still make a moment now to brighten someone's day in a genuine way. What have I given up on? There are few dreams or habits I have let slip. Some because they no longer align with who I am, and other because fear, doubt, or busyness got in the way. Thinking about what I have given up on helps me distinguish between what I have outgrown and what I actually want to reclaim. Like I have a hobby of drawing or sketching or art, but due to some exams and study and some other business things, I left this. Sometimes letting go is a healthy, but not for the art case one. Other times it's a sign that I need to revisit something meaningful. This reflection reminds me that it's never too late to restart. When I can start my artistic drawings and sketching and artworks from now also, and I can redefine or I can rebuild that my creativity side that still matters. So, question number 13. When did I last push my boundaries of my comfort zone? I have had moments recently when I stepped outside my comfort zone, even if only in small ways, speaking up, trying something new, or facing a fear. Like talking to a stranger who is roaming in the streets of a market. Pushing boundaries doesn't always mean dramatic leaps. Sometimes it's choosing to be honest. vulnerable, or persistence when it feels easier to retreat. Growth almost always happens at the edge of discomfort. Recognizing these moments encourages me to challenge myself more often and to see discomfort not as danger but as evidence that I am expanding into a stronger version of myself. Question number 14. If I had to instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby, what advice would I give? I would tell them, be kind to yourself first, and everything else will follow. Self kindness forms the foundation for confidence, resilience, boundaries, and compassion towards others. Life will bring challenges, expectations, and moments of self doubt, but remembering their worth from within helps them navigate it all with strength. If they grow up learning to speak gently to themselves, trust their inner voice, and treat mistakes as a part of learning, they'll move through life with more courage and peace. This single truth can guide a lifetime. Now, coming to the question number 15. What small act of kindness was I once shown that I never forget? There have been moments when someone offered kindness at exactly the right time. A sincere check in when I felt invisible, unexpected help when I was overwhelmed, or a gesture so small it seemed ordinary but meant everything. These moments stay with me. Like when I was preparing for my joint entrance examination JEE, I have been solving the test papers continuously, and when my friends see my papers and marking where I have made mistakes, and they tell and they like say, you will perform better in the next exam. That was the most that was the moment that is not the moment, but that is a part of time that I can never forget. Like help my friends were helping me. They taught me that kindness doesn't need to be grand to be life changing. Remembering these acts motivate me to pass that same warmth to others. Like I do, so I also help them or others to solving the questions, because we never truly know the impact of a single thoughtful gesture. Now, coming to the question number 16. How will I live knowing I will die? Oh, that is a serious question. Knowing life is finite pushes to me to live more intentionally, to focus on what matters, let go of what doesn't have, and appreciate the everyday moment I often overlook. It encourages me to take risks, express love openly, and pursue experiences and relationships that bring fulfillment. Accepting mortality isn't about fear, it's about clarity. It reminds me that time is a gift, not a guarantee. With that in mind, I want to live with purpose, presence, and gratitude, so that the life I'm building feels meaningful and true. So, coming to the question number 17. What do I need to change about myself? There are habits and mindsets I'm working on, like being more patient with myself, staying consistent with routines like reading a book every day, completing the 2 pages or 10, and trying to push this to 10 pages each day, having a healthy breakfast, uh, having water at accurate time, like having a adequate amount of water every day, and letting go of worries I can't control. Change doesn't happen all at once, I know. It happens through small, repeated choices. I'm learning to be honest about where I fall short without judging myself harshly. Growth requires awareness, courage, and compassion. The more I focus on who I want to become rather than who I have been, the easier it becomes to make changes that support my well being and goals. Now, coming to the question number 18. Is it more important to love or to be loved? Oh, nice question. Like both matter deeply, but loving truly, openly, and without fear shape who I become. Loving others teaches empathy, connection, and purpose. Yet being loved is equally essential. It nurtures safety, belonging, and self worth. The two aren't opposite, they strengthen one another. Loving without allowing myself to be loved can lead to imbalance. And waiting love without giving, it can create loneliness. The ideal is a balance to give love freely while also receiving it openly. That reciprocity it creates the healthiest, most fulfilling relationships. Question number 9.